How are you all doing today? This is Nurse Eunice. We're having office hours with Nurse Eunice. So if you have any questions, let's see if I can put them right over there. Why did they make that so hard? There we go. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. This is Office Hours with Nurse Eunice. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We'll give you a few moments. Hey, is it Patrice? Hey, I gotta log in on my other phone so I can see the comments better. Hey y'all, how you doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous day, a fantastic day. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. This is unscripted because I need to find time to do a practice test for you all. So I got my computer right here. Hey, and we're gonna start, hopefully tomorrow we can have Wednesday Night Live. So let me log into my phone so I can see your questions. Hello. I miss you all. Life has been lifing. What I've been telling people lately is that I have good problems. So definitely blessed, booked, and busy, and blessed to be one of your online nursing instructors. So great to see everybody. Let's switch the account. Let's see. I see a lot of highs. What questions do you have? How can I help you? It doesn't have to be about CNA. It could be about life. You may have career related questions or just questions in general. If you have a question and you want me to answer it, please put it in the chat. And we're going to have these open office hours. I'm trying to do them more frequently because just being able to go unscripted is a little bit easier for me. And so you're very welcome. It says, hey nurse, my exam is tomorrow. Please, this is my last chance. So Karen, I don't know if you've already, it's kind of last minute. Did you send us your exam scores so that we, from your last test, so that we could have analyzed them to find out, what your deficiencies were, what you needed more assistance with? Did you ask for an audio examination? Did you fail the written or did you fail the clinical? So it's so many different aspects of, what kind of help you need. So I'll need for you to email us at admin@fltraining.com, and you have to do that pretty fast because my secretary leaves in a few minutes. And so let me add a comment here. I'm gonna have to add it from this phone, so one moment. And this is where I'm going to need for you to email us, admin@fltraining.com. And that's not an I, that is an L. So admin@fltraining.com. Hey, Patrine, tell your school, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to be looking at my phone so I can see what your comments are. Okay, everybody? Okay. Oh, congratulations on passing your exam. Whoop, whoop. So Karen is going to be emailing me her previous test scores. You got to send those like ASAP. Let me know when you have sent them so I can have my administrative assistant go ahead and do a plan for you like ASAP before she goes home at 3:30. So let's go. You are so welcome. Hello, are there other jobs for CNA other than the bedside? Great question, like clerical or administrative. I'm at the point that physically I don't think I can manage bedside. Thanks. So yes, Sam, you could work as, I know this is still kind of like bedside, but you can work as a home health aide or a sitter/companion. So what's the difference? You only have one patient, or you could have a husband and wife. Uh-oh. Who are still living independently, so they're not in a facility. That means they can do things for themselves. You can do like a concierge service to where you run errands or you take elderly people to the hospital. Or, I shouldn't even say elderly. You just assist people with medical needs and take them where they need to go. And so you have a CNA license, so whether you know it or not, there are many doors, many opportunities available to you. You just got to figure out what you can physically do. And if it's just, pretty much just sitting, not being able to do all the lifting, think independent living, think home care with an able-bodied client. There may be some other avenues for you as far as insurance. but I don't know if you can do phlebotomy. So what I want you to do also is to use that email address, and you're going to send that question to me, and we'll create a plan for you so that you can figure out what you're going to do besides work as a CNA, because I know it's taxing on your body, and you know, you get worn out after a while. So I just put my email address in there again, that is admin@fltraining.com, and make sure you put that you were on live with Nurse Eunice, and that you want to know what other opportunities there are for CNAs who are ready to leave the bedside. All right, let's see what other questions I may have missed. You are very welcome. I've just completed my CNA course and waiting for the state is coming, and you are practicing this holiday. Don't get distracted, because sometimes it's hard to go back and study. It's like, you know, I'm with my family and they're having all these events. Carve out some time to study. I won't be going live on Christmas, but who knows, I may be going live on Christmas Eve. So I'll make sure there's a practice test that we have available. Let's see what other questions. Yeah, again, Karen, just telling me your written exam score was 41 isn't giving me any information, because I don't know if you, no offense, if you can read, if you studied medical terminology, if you read a book. So there's just a lot of variance there. So sending us your score report is going to be the best. And if you can delay your test, hint, 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 go ahead and delay your test. Pay the extra fee to delay it, because if this is your last attempt and you're now just reaching out, you know, I'm not sure what how your school prepared you. So, you know, definitely reach out to your school, but then send us those test scores so we can create a plan for you that you need to follow, which includes learning medical terminology. If you don't know medical terminology, or if English is a second language, then we usually advise that you, of course, number one, study medical terminology. And then number two is that you take either an ESL course, English as a second language course, and or you ask for the audio earpiece when you're taking your test. Congratulations, Stella. I'm so proud of you for passing your examination. Oh, Sam, you injured your back. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you feel better soon, but you're doing the right thing by trying to find, a different, means or ways of, to financially support yourself. So what I'm doing right now is, Sammy Sam, I'm subscribing to you. So everybody who's on the live right now, I'm going to go back and subscribe. So Sam, I just subscribed to you. Stella, baby, guess what? You're next. Stella, I'm your first subscriber. Bam, done. Let me try to do a few more. Karen, I'm subscribing to you next. Going to your channel. Karen, looks like I'm your first subscriber too. All right. Let me see what other questions you have. So you all start putting those questions in the chat as I go through and I start subscribing to you all. Patrine, I'm subscribing to you now. Patrine, I'm your first subscriber. Woo, woo, woo. Number 1, baby. And let me see who I'm subscribing to next. So I did Patrine, I did Stella, Karen, we did also Sam, and I don't want to mispronounce this name. Oh, I'm going to mispronounce it, so I'm not going to say it. It starts with OGB. So OGB, I'm subscribing to you now. Congratulations on passing your examination. Subscribing to you right now. There we go. And then I'll go back to questions in about 2 minutes. So put those questions in the comments in the chat so I can get them answered before I go to the next. Agbana, I'm already subscribed. So let's see who's next. Fura, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello, I'm subscribing to you right now. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And it is Faraha. Faraha, welcome to Florida Training Academy. My name is Nurse Eunice, and I am a nurse who helps people pass their examinations to help them succeed in life and career and to start businesses and to become content creators. You all, my ADHD be showing. But it's okay, I'm high functioning. All right, so let's see who else. Hey, Tyler. Tyler, I'm doing you right now. Tyler says, Tyler, you have 179 subscribers, so I'm subscribing now. Tyler Space, done. And I have subscribed. Let's see who is next. Thank you so much. I'm not even sure. Oh, I don't even know what that is, Tyler. But whatever it is, you're the first person who ever sent me whatever that is. So thank you. I'm all excited. You sent me a gift. I appreciate you. All right, so let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm trying to subscribe to everybody. Looks like I didn't subscribe to Tara. So I'll subscribe to Tara and then put those questions in the chat. What questions do you have? How can I help you? What do you need assistance with? And then Tara, I'm subscribing to you now. All right, so I'm starting to take the CNA and HHA classes. That is so awesome. And then once here in Florida, if you're certified as a nursing assistant, so if you're a CNA, you can also work in the home. So here we don't have to do dual CNA and HHA, but I know that each state, each jurisdiction is a little bit different. But, definitely good luck. You're going to be well versed. You're going to have experience in a facility and also experience in home care. So, no offense, that means you should never be broke. Because it doesn't matter what goes on in this economy, someone's going to need someone to provide care for them. And there are people who have enough money who don't need to rely on Medicare and Medicaid. So you all don't forget that there are private payers out there. Grandpa has money, grandpa has money, grandpa has money, and grandma is looking for somebody like you to help take care of grandpa. So we don't believe in no's over here. There's never a no. You're just talking to the wrong person. So I need for you to figure it out, figure out a way where you're either going from HHA to CNA to LPN to RN, or that you're going from CNA to business owner or nurse to business owner. And so if you have questions about that, I'm here to answer those too. Let's see. Hi, what are we doing this live? So I can't see the name. I'm just chatting. I normally come on here and help people pass their career certification examinations, but I'm just being Eunice today. Office hours, we're just talking about if you have a question, just ask it. It could be something career related, medical related, or it can just be something random, but you're the next person I'm subscribing to. So let me go there right now. It is footballer. All right. Channel activity. Let's get to you right now. Going to your channel. Whoop, whoop, subscribing to you now. Nurse Eunice has officially subscribed to TVS Football VR. Let's see what their channel's about. Fan football. So that is very cute. I like that. All right, so let's go to our next person. Let's see who else has a question. You are so welcome. And then so Faraha says, was exam for CAM, but I didn't pass. So what doing again to find another chance? So the test is usually two parts. It is written, which is on a computer, even though they call it written. So it's a multiple choice with test questions. And then it's also hands-on. So when you tell us that you didn't pass, we like to see your results because we don't know what portion you didn't pass. Do you just need to review medical terminology? Is English, is your, your test, the tests are usually going to be administered in English. So do we need to improve your English? That's why we ask that you send your test scores to us at admin@fltraining.com, and I'm going to put that in the chat again, admin@fltraining.com. That is not an I, that is FL as in Florida, training.com. And so that way we can see your scores and we can send you a plan to help you pass your examination, like it's going to be detailed. So don't take that test again without following what we put in your written plan. And don't forget to actually follow up with your instructors, because sometimes they don't know what you need because you don't communicate with them. It's unfortunate you finished a course and now you're out on your own, or you're here on YouTube University with people like Nurse Eunice. And so I can only assist so much because I don't know you personally and I don't know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. So you sending us those test scores are going to help us a lot. So I hope that helped you. All right, so not talking to the wrong person. Today, baby. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. All right, let's see here. Looks like we have somebody else. Road to Riches, you want me to subscribe to you next? Not a problem. I'm going to your channel right now. Road to Riches. Nurse Eunice is subscribing to you also. Bam! So, subscribe to our channel. We have 1 million subscribers, but it doesn't matter because we want you also. We want you to be notified whenever we go live. Let me move this over because I want you to put some questions in the chat. Otherwise, I got to go to my other channel and go live there. And I know they're going to have some questions. So, let me go back. So, Road to Riches, I subscribe to you. All right, so what are your plans for the new year? What are your plans for the holiday? Anthony, I think I do snore when I sleep. Yeah, the other day I was really tired. I had traveled across states. Yeah, I snore. But only if I'm laying on my back. So, turn to my side and I don't snore. So that was Anthony's question. Anthony, because you actually asked the question, I'm subscribing to you also. Let me go to your channel. Anthony has 2 subscribers, so Nurse Eunice will make number 3. So one of my goals for 2026 is to learn Spanish. We have so many customers who come into our office, our business, who are multilingual. So they, speak Spanish, they speak Creole, they speak French. And sometimes they're apologetic because their English is broken. And I have to remind them that it's okay that your English is broken. You don't have to speak English at all because we have translation apps when you come into our office so we can communicate with you. But, now I'm like, hey, I need to be thinking globally, and thinking globally, North America is so close to South America. If things get really shaky here, I'm probably going to need to go somewhere. So I'm going to learn Spanish. And that way I can also communicate better with our Spanish audience, and I can help teach classes in 2 different languages. So if you are multilingual, if you speak multiple languages, put it in the chat. Tell me what language I should learn in 2027 because I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to stop at 3 languages. So I'm not sure if the 3rd language is going to be, Japanese, Chinese. I don't know, but I'll figure it out as I go. Let me try to get a little more proficient with Spanish because my son told me, he told me something in Spanish and my response was dinero. I was trying to say thank you. And I said dinero. And he was like, Mom, you need to learn Spanish. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see what other comments you all have. All right, so Jay Goody, I hope I pronounced it correct. It is my first time to take the exam and practice for my licensed home health aide. I'm very nervous. It is okay to be nervous. The home health aide examination is usually, a written test. You don't have to perform a whole bunch of clinical skills. And on our channel, we have a practice home health aide examination. So when you go to Florida Training Academy on our main channel page, there's going to be a magnifying glass where you can search. Type in home health aide and you'll see our home health aide practice questions. And it's okay to be nervous. I'm usually more afraid of people who are too confident. I'm more afraid of them than I am afraid of people who are nervous. So breathe, make sure you eat a good breakfast on the day of your test, and then just start, answering those questions, practicing those questions, and definitely learning medical terminology. All right, so I was exempt from doing the skills for my exam because I finished the course with a 91% average. Patrine, that is what's up. Next stop, nursing school. I know they're going to tell you that they're phasing out LPNs. You all have been a nurse now. I sometimes forget between, let's see, 99, this is 2000. I've been a nurse for 26 years, going on 27 years. Yeah, I can't even keep up at this point. Yeah, for real. I don't care how young I look. I've been a nurse that long. I'm almost 50. And they've never gotten rid of LPNs. So if you are somebody who has life challenges, I don't recommend that you go from CNA to RN because RN school is hard as crap. You can go from CNA to LPN. That is 1 year of school. And now you're a nurse, you're a licensed practical nurse. And then from being an LPN to an RN with an associate's degree is another 1 year of school. So you don't have to go to school for 2-3 years straight to be a nurse. You can baby steps. Remember, baby steps are still steps in the right direction. And if you're already scoring 91% on your exams, take that next step sooner rather than later. So, and whatever company you work with, if you get hired at a hospital, you get hired at a nursing home, you're going to be asking questions such as, do you have tuition reimbursement? I'm really, considering going to nursing school. Would there be a place for me here if I did pursue my degree or my license as an LPN? And you're going to find when you start asking questions like that, especially during the interview, they're like, oh my God, we're going to have Patrine for like 4 years because we're going to help pay for her LPN school, and then she's going to work with us for a year or two. So be thinking like that. Okay. All right. Let's see what our other questions are. And I'm going to stay on live for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to go over to my other channel. Let's view the channel. And sorry, I can't read it from there, so I have to read it from this phone over here. And you love to speak Spanish? How many languages do you speak? All right, and so I watched your videos 3 hours and what was recommended next. So thank you so much. That makes me feel special. They did recommend me for LPN. Okay, I will remember to ask. I'm so goofy. All right, so about 3 more minutes left. I think I responded or subscribed to everybody. Let me see, Jay. I hope I'm saying, I think it's Giddy. So Jay Giddy, I'm going to your channel now. Goodale. And I am subscribing. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Florida Training Academy, you're missing out. We help people succeed. We help them pass their examinations. You all, I have so many videos lined up for 2026. Skill, skill, skill. I got my pediatric mannequins. I got my breast models so we can teach people how to do self-breast examinations. We're going to be catheterizing mannequins. So I am so excited for everything that 2026 is going to provide for us, all the knowledge, all the different trainings. And so if you want to know what's coming up next, you have to subscribe to our channel. And I'm going to put one more link in the chat. That is to my personal website, nurseeunice.com. I have freebies on there. You go down to the bottom. You got to go down to the bottom because up top it says, hey, this is $3. This is $2. Go down to the bottom and you're going to see free CNA practice tests, free CPR guides. So I try to make learning as accessible as possible. So that, I believe in having a global, affordable classroom. You should be able to get a good quality teacher without spending thousands of dollars. So I'm entering that website now. And if no one's told you today, you are wonderful. You are blessed. You can do all things. You can do it. Put your mind to it. I need you to focus. The media is trying to keep you distracted. Don't let the media distract you. I don't care what 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans doing. I don't care what the Republicans and the Democrats are doing. What I'm doing right now is the old me versus the new me. And I need you to stay focused because you have to in 2026. Well, in 2025. But you also have to in 2026. If you don't stay focused, you're going to get distracted and you're not going to meet your goals. All right, so let's see what our other questions are. All right, and so Tara says, someone told me that it's important to also take the CPR class to accompany the CNA and HHA. Is that true? Well, what we recommend here is that if you are extremely smart, so you can probably learn and retain if you take your home health aid, CNA, and CPR all, within the same time frame. But for other people, what we recommend is finish one, finish your home health aid or finish your CNA. And then before you apply for a job, take your CPR certification class. That's a one-day class. So that's not a lengthy process. Some people can manage multiple classes at once. You don't need CPR in order to complete a class unless you're doing clinicals and the hospital requires it. So when do you need CPR? When you are seeking employment, you have to put that you're CPR certified on your resume or that you have your basic life support class if you're going to be working in a hospital. So you're smart enough to do everything now, but if you want to wait, you can. A CPR class is like $60 to $65 if your school doesn't offer it. and you can do it like literally. You can complete your resume and put on there CPR certified, even though you may not be. And by the time a job calls you, you will be certified. It only takes a day to do so. And we have classes here. If you're in Jacksonville, our classes are listed on our website, which is fltraining.com. And on our main channel page, if you do a search for CPR, we got one CPR review video that has 1 million views. 1 million views, me teaching CPR. And so if you want to learn CPR, if you want a quick refresher before you take your certification course, you're in the right place. All right, last question, and then I'm going to my other channel, which is Eunice Mathis. So let's see what other questions you all have. Hey, Poppy. Hey, because Poppy called me beautiful, I'm subscribing. I'm going to Poppy's channel right now. And Poppy, I am subscriber number 2, uno dos, because I'm learning Spanish. I am subscriber number dos. Numero dos. I did that. So everybody, you know I love you. Nurse Eunice appreciates you all so much. So thank you all for tuning in to our open office hours. Remember, we're going to try to do this 2 or 3 times per week, just to hop on here for about 10 to 15 minutes to see what questions you have. And if you're interested in following along, I'm going to my other channel, which is Eunice Mathis. I will put that in the chat right now, so that we can do office hours on both channels. Guess what? Love you. Bye. See you on the next live on my other channel.